Now in this video, we are going to add our data graphed in this section. And to do that, I'm going to use the fact that Google Sheets itself graphs data. So I'm going to come into my Google spreadsheet that holds it. I'm going to go up to View. I'm going to go into Insert. I'm going to insert a chart. Now, when I come up here on the side, I can choose my chart type. And before this video, I spent a good amount of time trying to figure out what kind of chart showed my data best. And I decided this stacked area chart, I liked that. So what I want to do is here, I get to add an x-axis. So here I'm going to select a range. My x, my back and forth axes, it's going to be my time date stamp. Make sure you do the title too. Then down here with my series, this is going to be my y-axis. So I'm going to choose low. And I'm going to choose high. Okay. All right, so I chose low, I chose high. I like it. I've got my temp here. I've got my dates there. That looks nice to me. So here, in my chart, I'm going to touch on the chart and I see 3 little stacked dots right there. I'm going to touch those 3 little dots and I'm going to go to Publish Chart. Now, it's doing this funny thing today. Usually this would say high, low, and an interactive version. And so I know through trial and error, because I've already done this, I'm not going to choose sheet 1. That's going to show everything. This is my interactive chart. And I don't have it restricted because I need the API to access it, and I am not that API. So it needs to sort of be open for anyone who has the link. So I'm going to come here, and if you look, this is another URL. So it's another way that the internet is sending data, or at least a connection to it. I'm going to close out of there. I've copied that URL. I'm going to take it back into Thunkable. Now in Thunkable, we're going to be able to view this information with the web viewer. So I found it over here on the left. I dragged and dropped it in. And I can code things with my web viewer, but I can also really easily, in my properties, go ahead and paste this URL that I copied from Google Sheets. And let's see what happens when I preview it. Now you see, here on my phone, I already have it a little bit, and actually it's kind of filling it nicely. It fills the space better on the phone than it does on my web view, which is important to know that sometimes you have to look at it both ways. And I like this. I might, on my phone, want a little bit of padding. Let's see, because I kind of I'd like this to be a clean line. So I'm going to look at my web viewer, and I am going to, I want left padding and I want %. I never want pixels, I want %. And that's because each phone is different. Oh, 10 looks a little wide for me. Let's do 8. Now, my web view is doing it all at the same time, so I can actually get a very on the fly, up to the minute view of what is going on just by looking at my phone, which is very, very nice. Okay, I like that. I've got a nice clean line. Now let's test it. I'm going to enter a high, 67. I'm going to get my low, 100. I think we did it. Okay, now I'm going to, good, I got my thing there. I'm going to come in here, and do I have it? I can move this. Oh my goodness, I think we did it. And sure enough, we did. Look at this. We have an app working on our phones. It sends data to the cloud and back. We've iterated it a few times. We've changed some things, we've improved some things, and we've troubleshot some things. And we are at the end of this series. We got everything to work. So congratulations, you've made it to the end. We've got a great solid app. And this is the first of many in this series of how to take data to the cloud and back. Congratulations, you've just designed your first mobile app.